Welcome to another edition of Generation Wars, Gen Z versus Millennials. Choose your character. I genuinely enjoy these Buzzfeed articles because not only does it give me content to talk about, it also gives me something to try to be upset about. I don't have any beef with Gen Z. I mean, we're both messed up. Hi, I'm Dante and I'm a millennial. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button and also check out the previous upload. I think it's this corner. Pretty sure it's that corner, but that's where it's at. Let's just dive right into it. I hate when millennials shit on people born in between 1998 and 2002. Like, y'all realize we lived kind of the same as y'all. Honestly, I agree. I mean, we're starting off on a stronger note than last time. I'm actually agreeing. There's some similarities between us. But then again, I'm also a late millennial, 26. So, I don't know. Like, we all grew up watching those Zoo Books commercials that we all just begged our parents to buy. I remember getting them for like a year, and honestly, they were overhyped. Like, they'd have these commercials thinking that you'd be like some zoo explorer or like a safari adventurer, but no, they had like 3 pictures in them. I hate when millennials say I did a thing. We get it, Ashley, you got highlights. I addressed this in my previous video. I too hate this because the spectrum of what I did a thing could mean is way too big. It's too big. It could mean that you just bought a house and you're shooting pictures of your baby announcement in front of it. Or it could just mean that you tried a new tea today, or like you added a new topping to your sandwich. The spectrum is too wide. I hate when millennials are like, OMG, you haven't seen Star Wars? I feel old. Like the same ones that came out during your lifetime came out during mine. I'm just not interested. I have a life. I actually have on my Bumble profile that I haven't seen Star Wars or Harry Potter simply because I know it's gonna get responses. I mentioned that I haven't seen it and girls are always like, oh my God, why haven't you seen it? Oh my gosh, you're missing out. That's a conversation starter right there. Free game. I hate when millennials use the word journey. Okay. So, yes. If you watch any type of trash TV, I swear these people get paid per like usage of journey. It's like a royalty. So I watched the show Temptation Island, which is a show where couples go on this island and literally get themselves into situations to get tempted. They get tempted to cheat or break up with their significant others. I mean, there's a bunch of singles on this island trying to date your boyfriend or girlfriend, and you know, they're always talking about how they're on a journey to find love or some bullshit growth journey or a journey to get laid, whatever. I don't understand the show. Like, you really gotta go to some island on TV to find out that you want to break up with your boyfriend? You want to monetize the breakup with your girlfriend? Is that what we're at now? Is that the level of stupidity that we've regressed to? I hate it when millennials, Gen X, and boomers are always like, well, at least I had a real childhood without any technology. Like, shut up, no one cares, and last time I checked, it's still a childhood. Fart Lord. I just want to take a moment to appreciate your name, Fart Lord. Did you guys know I have an Australian fart dealer? Hey Google, talk to fart noises.
Alright, here's fart noises.
Oh yeah, in the mood for farts, are we? Another one should be great, yes?
Absolutely. Gen X and boomers and millennials can kindly screw off with the judgment that kids nowadays have technology, because I know your punk asses had televisions, you guys had video games and other random crap. I mean, just because kids nowadays have infinitely more options does not mean that you lacked technology. I know you spent a lot of time on your Super Nintendo. I'm spending a little too much time on these individual ones. We have 25 to get through and we've only been through 6, so I'd say it's time for a speed run. I hate when millennials say, OMG, you didn't have the 7th grade emo phase. Like, no, Bethany, I had the phase. I was just in 3rd grade and not 7th. Middle school nowadays, it just can't be compared to whenever I was in middle school. I mean, y'all are trying to look grown. Just embrace the awkwardness. Like, no one's gonna look great in middle school. It's just... I hate it when millennials are like, ooh, I'm a Hufflepuff, I'm a small bean. Shut up, Sarah. Just say you got bullied in high school and go on with your day like the rest of us. Gen Z says that. We do not say ooh. That's y'all. We don't claim that. Small bean? No, that's not us. I hate when millennials try to say, imagine being 15 in 2020. Like, bitch, go take a Buzzfeed quiz while drinking coffee from your Harry Potter mug. I can't even argue against that. Most millennials do that. There are a lot of them. It doesn't apply here. But I can admit a fault when I see it. I mean, it just doesn't apply to me personally. I hate millennials. What the hell is adulting? You'll understand when you're old enough to experience it. Ask your elder Gen Z members. I'm sure they can explain it to you because they're getting a good taste of it right now. I hate when millennials are like, okay, at least we didn't eat Tide Pods, laughing emojis, as if there weren't people planking on balconies. I made the same criticism in the previous video. There's a big difference between laying down in awkward places and literally ingesting laundry detergent. I hate when millennials act like boomers to Gen Z. Like, take a joke and stop hating shit you don't understand, LMAO. I literally don't care. Like, y'all want us to care so desperately. Y'all want us to care about what's going on so desperately, but some do. Some millennials do care. And it's, clearly some of Gen Z cares also, because y'all want to talk about the like to dislike ratio on my previous video. I hate when millennials complain about being a millennial. Bitch, own that shit. Who was complaining? Very few people. I mean, your tweet has 5 likes, so is this really worth entertaining? I hate when millennials tell me, oh, you wouldn't understand, you're too young. Like, okay, Tiffany, just because I was born in 99, that doesn't mean I don't know what an easy bake oven is. I know what a brownie that has been cooked like a light bulb tastes like. Don't insult me. I have always wondered what those brownies tasted like. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you for that closure that I didn't know I needed. I hate when millennials think they're a traveler because they went on a vacation once last year. I agree. Going to one place does not make you a traveler, and traveling is not a personality trait. And your life should not revolve around capturing your travels in pretty Instagram photos. I hate when millennials write dead like DED. Like, were you laughing so hard you can't physically type the letter A? It's one more letter, you got this. I'm not gonna lie, this one is a flop. I'm gonna skip it. I hate how millennials really made procrastinating look quirky. Is it quirky? So a fun fact about me, I used to do my homework and then I used to just not turn it in. I used to just straight up not turn it in. I almost got kicked out of the gifted program because my grades dropped so low because I would do my homework and it'd be sitting in my folder, but I just wouldn't turn it in. I don't know why, I can't explain that to you, but that's just me. I hate the way millennials respond to Gen Z's kids not knowing about your childhood toys and TV shows. Like, what did you expect? It's been 10 years since your favorite show's been popular. I think it depends on the show or toy, because there are a lot of things that Gen Z recognizes and some that they don't. That's okay. 10 years is really not that long ago. Not to mention, since this tweet feels like it's trying to be a stab at age gaps and stuff, my response is maybe you should go explore things outside of a 5-year window and maybe you'll find something you like that will make you a little less bitter. The worst part about millennials getting to their 30s is skinny jeans. We discussed this already. Skinny jeans suck. Why do people subject themselves to that? Like, they're uncomfortable. You can't go to a buffet and let your gut relax because the freaking fabric's gonna tear. Nobody needs that. I mean, I don't want to be limited whenever I go to Golden Corral. I will never step foot in the Golden Corral. That does actually not sound appetizing. I think that's something we can all unite and agree on, is that buffets need to be they need to be left in the past, like pre-COVID, because after thinking about it, they are just kind of gross. Worst part about millennials as a generation is how much they hate using Excel. I will do everything in my power to avoid using that software. Like, literally nobody I know likes it. It's not cool. It's not fun. It's not anything to brag about. It's literally a cop-out on our resumes, because you can put it on there and people will think, oh wow, yeah, cool. And low-key, the job recruiter that's reading it or filtering through the resumes is low-key thinking, thank God someone else has this skill so that I don't have to do it anymore. Like, it's a skill that we are so ready to pass on to somebody else so that we don't have to do it anymore, that if you get stuck with it in your job, you're gonna you're gonna fall desperate to get out of the situation that you're in. You're gonna be so desperate you'll probably turn to a pyramid scheme just for financial freedom so you can get away from your job that makes you use Excel on the daily. I think the worst part about millennials is how hard it is to spell millennials. We didn't choose the word. Blame our parents. Hate when millennials are like, ugh, OMG, I can't do this adulting today. It's so hard. Like you're 30 fucking years old. We have bad days. You have bad days. We all have bad days. Sometimes your direct deposit hits at 3 a.m. and you're like, cool. And as soon as it walks in the door into your bank account, guess who's waiting there to take it out? Rent, your water bill, electricity, cell phone bill, internet, car insurance, all that stuff. So the second it walks in, it leaves, and you're left with $30.42 to make it until the next 2 weeks. Sometimes you have a rough day, and the only thing that's getting you through it is you know that you made your favorite meal in the crock pot this morning. You threw it in there to warm all day, and it's gonna be delicious. So you walk in, that smell's gonna smack you in the face, and you're just gonna enjoy a nice hearty meal while you watch trash TV that you recorded last night. But then you walk in the door after your shit day, only to realize that you actually didn't start the crock pot. So you walk in and you're slapped with the smell of raw chicken that's been sitting out all day. You have no meal to eat. You also realize that your DVR is empty, so you have nothing to watch. You have bad days, okay? Adulting is hard. This Disney annual pass Facebook group is full of millennials who cry when something at the parks is messed with because it's a classic and I hate it here. Like, shut up, when you leave that place, you have an electric bill to pay. I don't understand people's obsession with Disney. Hopefully I don't get smited for saying that, like, or demonetized, whatever. Hopefully the algorithm isn't sitting here like, oh, he's a Disney hater, let's not show his content to anybody. But I just don't get it. I mean, that's about my extent of feeling an opinion on Disney, is I just don't get the hype. I just hate when old-ass millennials always compare their childhood to children's today. It's like our phones weren't even the same from when we were kids. Like I said, the capabilities of technology back then compared to today are very different. We are not the same. Y'all exist with entirely different things than what we experience. Like, I had to use the number pad to get to letters. Hey was a series of, like, what was it? Like 4433 999, I think that's what it was. I can't remember exactly, but we would, that's just, hey, that's just one word. And then you, like, if you had the same letter that was on the same key, you'd have to wait till the highlight disappears. It's annoying. I hate millennials, but their avocado toast is so good. Stop. Avocados are overrated. I don't get guac either. I don't understand the hype. Gen Z, I don't hate you. I love y'all. But y'all gotta understand that everybody is gonna be the target of a joke. That's it. If you already hit dislike, so be it. Thanks for the view. Thanks for the push in the algorithm. Thanks for the engagement piece, and thanks for the revenue. I appreciate it. I got nothing but love for Gen Z. Y'all are a cool group of people, but like I said, you're gonna get roasted. I'm very surprised that Buzzfeed actually had an article that's somewhat okay. I wouldn't put this more offensive than the last one. That's just my personal opinion, but comment your thoughts down below. I want to know what, I want to hear from both sides. I want to hear from Gen Z, and I want to hear from millennials. I want to hear from, I'm a self-proclaimed zillennial because I'm, I was born I'm 26, so I'm not a part of the older generation of millennials that are like 40 now. Not a part of that. I can relate with Gen Z for a lot. That's just my perspective. Tell me yours in the comments below. Before you leave the video, hit that subscribe button, drop a like. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. I just totally butchered that outro, but I'm leaving it in. And you guys, have yourselves a blessed day.